a sunny eclipse straight from the heart of Tomorrowland. And now, here's the host of the show, Reid.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cosmic Reid Live right here on WDWNT Entertainment. I'm Cosmic Reid. And as always, it is so nice to be with you here on a Monday night talking all things Disney. And joining us, as always, with his little mug TV.
It's like bubbles. It's like little bubbles.
Yes, bubbles.
Oh, my God. Hey, chat room, I remember to unmute my mic. Oh, my God. It is the first time in 3 weeks I remember to unmute my mic. Thank you. Good
Absolutely.
To see you. Check out. Can I just say how cool? Can I just say? Who's out there?
Can I just say?
Do you see that? It says, dude. I love
Is that what it says?
That's
That's awesome.
It says, dude. Cool. Right there. What's up, everybody?
Love it. How's it going, everybody? Hey, you might see something different on the screen right now, and that is that we are currently down one host. Angelina is having a little bit of internet issues right now, so we're going to try to get her on in a little while. Of course, this is the first edition of Cosmic Reid Live with a post show at the end for our WIGS members. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. Yeah, excited about that. I just want to say hello to everyone in the chat. Horatio, Cricket, Karen, Mandy, Nico, Shornforce. So good to see everyone. Jordan.
Horatio,
hey, we're looking forward
what
to
up?
Emily, nice to see you also.
I'm Horatio. Horatio.
Oh,
sorry. Hey,
Angelina's she's in the chat.
Is she here? Okay, Angelina, I was saving this fireball for you just to see if you were going to get here. So I guess technically you're here. So there you go. Cheers to everyone. Happy Monday night. There you go.
Right on. Hey, good to see everyone here. We're continuing our conversation this week that we started last week on Broadway shows, turning attractions into Broadway shows. And we had a pretty good discussion last week. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. Some of there's the different attractions that we turned into Broadway productions, and like the in-depth story that we put into them too. And we promised more this week. And I don't know, like Jeff, so mine is Captain EO, right? And I've been thinking all week. And the more I've been thinking about this idea for a Captain EO, the Broadway production, the more I get like excited that I'm just like, where can I buy tickets for this thing? Because I think I got some pretty good ideas for this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun to use our imagination and put together a show like that. And the one that you have, which is was I think you called it last. Now it might have been through some crazy revisions, but I believe it was Great Thunder Mountain Railroad last week. Was the working title?
It was the working title. I'm sure we're going to workshop that a little bit. I have a feeling we might workshop that, but yes. But the theme would be the Great Thunder Mountain. Yes.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right.
Cheers. Yeah.
So, with that being said, hey, if you're new to the channel, this is your first time watching Cosmic Reid Live, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome. Please like the video. It takes just a second, the little thumbs up button, and also subscribe to the channel. We have a whole bunch of different shows all throughout the week on WDWNT and Entertainment, and we want you to be part of those also. So please subscribe. That would mean a lot to us too. So, we're gonna.
Can I just say, Chris? I'm not interrupting you on purpose, as everyone would probably think. But for all of our late arrivals, the ones that have to be fashionably late, I'm looking at UK Jack, and I think Steve might have said something. So Chris, what's up with Angelina? What's because they're like, they don't want to look. There's just too much. I think just testosterone coming through. And wait a minute.
Who's this?
Who is it? There we go.
Who is that?
Thank heaven.
Look at that.
There we go. Oh, my God. Thank heaven.
There we go.
There you go.
We are.
Too much testosterone coming out.
She's there.
All right. Everything's
Can you hear us? Can she hear us?
Everything.
Can you hear us?
You
can hear us.
Are you there?
Can you talk? Say hi.
Hi. I don't know.
Oh, there you are. Okay,
good.
Okay.
No, we got you. Okay, good. That's good. That's a good start. Hey,
okay.
Awesome.
All right. And everyone's happy now. Angelina, you'll be happy to know that there's a couple of people who just didn't want to look at the all the masculinity in the room. I think it was KJ. Steve was saying they didn't want to. I was going to have to tell them to lower the brightness on their screen. Yes. Oh, and Nico the Greco says, yes, I gave Angelina the free Wi-Fi I was using down in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. Hey, well, we're happy to have you with us because this is going to be a lot of fun again. We're excited for the post show also happening afterwards. So let's and we talked a little bit about Broadway and Disney on Broadway last week, but how about some of the other shows? Like we talked at length about like the Lion King, but there's others. There's Aladdin. There was Mary Poppins at one point. There was the Little Mermaid on Broadway too, which I think my wife saw.
And they did do Tarzan. Rob goes, let her go first. I think that's just in case she loses internet again. But I remember there was Tarzan. I think it was short-lived, and I think it was, kind of basically coming off the Tarzan rocks. That's what's fun about the Broadway thing, right? It's kind of like they almost can workshop things in the park, and then it's like gauge interest and kind of put it out there. It's somebody I swear I had seen on Twitter. Again, they had that Hunchback show for about 10-15 minutes at Hollywood, and I think they were going to make it go for Broadway, and then they just didn't. So yeah, it's just like so much opportunity with their catalog is what I would say.
Yeah, totally. They Mary Poppins was in our city probably I think it was about 8 years ago now, and it was incredible. One of the photos, the memories in my mind is that last shot of Mary Poppins like flying away, and they flew her from like stage right to stage left all the way across with the music playing, and it was just such. And she really looked the part. Her name is Paula Petoskey. She's a Winnipegger here, but she was brilliant as Mary Poppins. And there's photos of her online. I should have had a photo of her here, but it was a great show, and just those kind of memories and from Broadway shows stick with you. And I think also that's because of the music that's involved too. The music is what gets ingrained in your mind, right? And the good feelings associated with that also. Totally. Okay. So let's dive into this here. Jeff, you were talking about so people in the chat who listen saying Angelina. Okay, maybe we should make Angelina go first here, in case something happens. I think, yeah. Okay. So Angelina, over to you. And this was DinoLand USA, the musical. That was the working title you had?
I'm going to try and talk, but literally I can't hear anything that you guys are saying. So can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Are you serious? I hear you fine.
Okay, that's great, because I didn't hear anything that you guys just said, but you know what? I agree with all of it and everything. Broadway's amazing. Can't wait for it to be open. Okay.
Cosmic Reid. I haven't heard a word you said, but I agree with all of it. Oh my God. That's why we...
I'm just happy to be here. Okay, so I think you're asking me to talk about DinoLand USA, the musical, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like, this is some kind of game.
Oh, you have a little like thing for it and everything. Wow. Okay, we went above and beyond. That's amazing. Wow. Okay, so DinoLand, the musical, is based on the story. I don't know how much even you're wanting me to talk about this. This is so annoying, and I can't wait for the post show. So DinoLand the musical is a story about two. Let's think Footloosey. Let's think of two separate groups of people that do not agree with they're arguing about. So if anyone even knows the story of DinoLand USA, you have the students, I think, that came to county and found fossils, which is a super cool story in itself. And so I want to take that, and I want to take Chester and Hester and these two groups of people do not get along, and they're fighting over land, and that is the basis of my musical.
What?
Do you want me to say more about it, or?
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, for sure. I love, first off, like, I love Footloose, so I'm gonna like this one, and I'm already like take my money on it. Yeah, Jeff, what do you think?
I think it sounds a little West Side Story to me, and I like it. I feel like there's going to be a lot of when you reject. Come on.
Okay.
Next.
Yes, Jeff. I heard you say something about West Side Story. Yes. Okay. So similar to that. Okay. So we've got the students, and they are wanting to take over the land of where Chester and Hester have their gas station, which is also now called the Souvenir Shop. I think in DinoLand USA, where they have their parking lot, and the students are wanting to take that land, and it's very West Side Story, very like Footloosey, and I just thought that story, the actual story of DinoLand USA, if you don't know it, I highly suggest looking into it. It's going to be something like that. So that is my show. I wish I could talk about it more with you guys. I still can't hear anything you're saying. So that's my story.
I like it. Yeah, I mean, I would say something like that. And Jeff, you had a premise for a Big Thunder Mountain Railroad musical on Broadway. So what's the whole premise and the idea behind it?
So this is going to go, and again, I've got like a few. If we need more, I saw some people talking about. Look at that! Oh man, I was just waiting to see what that was going to look like. I saw people mention Phantom Manor, and we were talking. Look at Rob's like, when you reject. That's right, Tom Strong. There we go.
Oh, look at this!
Tom Strong with the super chat. Teach Ange how to steal the neighbor's internet. 30 days without my own Wi-Fi, but we didn't miss a show, did we, guys? So we got to work on that. I don't know if we could steal internet in Canada, but I thank you, Tom. To you, my man. To you. There you go. So, anyways, I saw some stuff in the chat room about Phantom Manor, and I did think that a great thing would have been to somehow fuse Phantom Manor with the Haunted Mansion kind of mythology and turn that into one big show. But I'm sticking to my guns here with the Great Thunder Mountain Railway, the musical, which is so good. I love your thumbnail there. So here's the key. So the way the country, there's something crazy about the gold rush, right? And I think that where I started feeling this was not even when we were talking about what we were going to do this topic, but did anybody see the Tom Hanks movie? I feel like Tom Hanks, he never lets you down. That's what I feel about Tom. I feel like he's just there. Yep. If he's in a movie, I'm going to watch it, Rotten Tomatoes or not. So he did this News of the World movie. And it was kind of like going back into just the before times, before times of the making of the country. And I thought there was the mythology of Great Thunder Mountain Railroad, of, the gold rush and that excitement and things like that. So this is going to be about, but it's going to be one of those ones like, what do you call and Rick Astley, that's right, Rob. What do you call the thing, like a red herring, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where you think it's going here, but then it deviates. Is that what that is? Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
My red herring is, you think the show is about the gold rush and the formation of the country. However, turns out some people, is everybody familiar with the goat in towards the second act of the ride before the third lift?
Give it up for the
Anyone
goat.
Think you should? Yeah. Give it up for the goat, everybody. Everybody know the goat. Mm-hmm. It's like you go over there and give it up for the goat. Yes. So the goat, right? This goat, and you got to work with me on here. He actually, this is where we bring the Disney out there. We go. Wait, what did he say? If there was something in the chat room or something Angelina could read for Chris and Jeff questions. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. So the goat actually, yay, goat. Thank you, Sean Forrest. Actually produces gold bars. I know that sounds crazy, but this is kind of where we start going off the rails a little bit. And it's the gold rush. And now everybody off the rails. Exactly. Thank you very much. And that's the songs. And we have these silly songs like Off the Rails, and everybody's trying to go after this goat. And the gold rush turns into everyone going after the goat. And whoever gets the goat is like the richest person in Big Thunder Mountain. You did not see that coming. There's no way you saw that coming. But let me tell you, there you go. See? And Horatio's on board, man. Produce poo-poo pellets. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you, everyone, for being there. So I just wanted it to be like, you know, you thought you were seeing like all of the scenes, but then Chris said something like via text today about the goat. And I was like, oh my God, what if the goat was like the golden goat? And just started producing these like gold bars. There you go, Sean Force. And now that's like the whole thing. And you've got songs called like Off the Rails, The Golden Goat, and things like that. And it's just a fun party time, man. Everyone's doing locomotion. Sure, Rob.
Oh man.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? Is that
I love
it. Of course it is. All right. Jordan S goes, I want whatever Jeff's on. Look, Jordan, I think we probably might have to fine tune it. This is probably going to start at like some summer stock, and then we're gonna really we're gonna mold it a little bit. You know what I mean? But I think we can get there. Party time, go.
Hey, I want to just make sure that people in the chat can actually see the show. I saw Alyssa said she's been looking at the title page for 17 minutes, but can everyone else can see like the stream, right? I'm hoping you can see the stream. Just a little point there. Well, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, man, I like that, and I really like the addition of like the goat being kind of like a central character. And man, like the merchandise at intermission, you can sell little goats. You can sell little little coins, like chocolate coins or something like that. Man, your merch is all.
I don't want to say. Do you know like how like Universal went all in on Donkey? You know what I'm saying? See, now people are starting to feel. People are starting to feel me right now, right? Like Tom Strong is like Thunder Mountain the musical, a far off Broadway production. Yes, we start there, but like Chris just said, why does everything like this is so tongue in cheek on an attraction that is so like almost original? But like, how do you bring that story out into something completely silly? And it's like, it could be a combination of like silly symphonies and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for something that's just completely off the wall, but with that mythology of like old school, kind of like Magic Kingdom. There you go, Jordan.
Right. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So, I mean, this is like it's a comedy then, right? We're talking, this is a comedy.
I'd have to say it is very much a drama. No, it's definitely a comedy.
Yeah. Right on.
Full surprise for sure.
All right.
On this one. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll come back to that one also. I want to talk about like the sets and stuff like that. But so mine was Captain EO, the Broadway production of Captain EO. And there you go. There's the little the promo piece for it there, Captain EO, the Broadway production. And I had a whole bunch of notes. I'm going to get the paper. It's just so dark in this studio when you face this way because the purple lights and all that. So Captain EO, the Broadway production, possible working title, Captain EO and the Land of Trash. But right now it's just Captain EO, the Broadway production, as per the poster. Name, see above. Yeah, I wrote that. Okay, so the premise would be, this is obviously going to be pretty like goofy as well, like a comedy, but it's going to be packed with music from Michael Jackson and like everything from Michael Jackson. The premise, there's an alien invasion, and the aliens are, they're threatening the galaxy. Innocent people are being turned into. Can you guess what people are being turned into? I'm pretty sure some people in the chat would know. What would the people be turning into? The aliens are doing something. They're going to be turning the people into. I know somebody's going to say it in the chat. Yeah, that comes later. Come on, somebody's got to say it.
Zombie.
Trash cans, trash cows, cows. Maybe a couple of cows right in the background just for fun. Zombies, young children. No. Okay. I see where I didn't. Yeah. Trash cans. Yes, because that's what she did in Angelica Houston's character did in Captain EO. She wanted to turn them into trash cans, right? Oh. So that's yeah. I know what. Let's see. Where is this? The beauty part about this production, as simple and goofy as it is, with all the music from Michael Jackson, like talking Thriller, probably like there's somebody's watching me, we'll throw in some of that. Billie Jean, Beat It, Thriller, This Is It. I wrote them all down. Of course, We Are Here to Change the World, and Just Another Part of Me. Also part of this production. All hail the mighty trash heap. Karen, yeah. Will Wally co-star? Rob, hey, that's a good question. Would you guys like to see?
Excellent question.
Right? Yeah, I think.
How could he not? What a good crossover! What a great crossover! Yes. Okay.
Yes,
fantastic.
And this production would be done in partnership with Henson Creations. So you see where I'm going with this now. All the Muppet-like characters in that will come to life on stage, either as puppets or as people in the costumes. The trash heap is spoken. And this would be, yeah. Angelina's liking that. I can see that.
I know she's so barely moving.
I know. She's still there. She's still there.
Yeah, she is. I know she's barely moving.
So that is my that's basically the premise for the show. It's going to be kind of goofy, but I mean, I would love to see something like this. I'm not sure about you guys, but I think something fun and energetic like this and goofy would just be a lot of fun to see on a Broadway stage. Jeff, what do you think?
I feel like I love that because definitely it's all of the music that you love, and again, like the mythology. I'm trying to think. It's just, I believe it was shown for us who was like not a huge fan of the Captain EO, but I feel like what's really fun about it though is that it can evolve into like this whole new this new thing. You know what I mean? And Captain EO is like, I mean, we're talking about like 3 generations of people who would have seen it. That's what I love about it. You know what I mean? That's what I love about like the Disney properties. And again, you're talking about like, Thunder Mountain, and I can't remember what you had last week, but it's like, you've got all of these older things trying to make them anew. You know what I mean? So I love that. I love bringing that back, Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of the old songs, some of the new ones. Great.
I would have never seen Captain EO if it wasn't for when they brought it back, and I'm so thankful they could. And I mean, that was the easiest thing they could have brought back, right? I mean, it's a 3D film. You sync it to the seats to the music, and you're done. That's it. That's the easiest thing they could ever bring back is one of those 3D films. And I'm glad it was there. It was probably overstayed its welcome the second time, but it was nice for people to see it, to get a chance to see it. And Angelina, what do you think? What do you think?
I know I'm not. Can she really not hear?
It all sounds great. Everything is so good. I heard it. I approve.
Okay, so she just can't hear.
I'm so confused if she can hear us or not.
I'm very confused.
I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on.
So for anybody watching us for the first time, I know like a lot of familiar faces. This is not always how it goes on Monday, but a lot of times, sometimes it is. I feel like I might need a second fireball for this show, but I'm you know what I mean? Like we're halfway through, and so again, Chris, like there were people, especially last week, who brought up a lot of other things. Were there other does anyone know? Okay.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch on Twitter I do want to get to. And what did Tom Strong give a suggestion? Where was it? Magic Journeys or Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, the musical. I'm actually looking forward to the next Honey, I Shrunk the whatever it's going to be. I think it's to Disney Plus, right? With Rick Moranis is coming back again, and I like those movies. I think they were fun. That attraction scared me as a kid. As an early teenager, absolutely scared me. The mice and the rats like running under your feet. No,
Oh yeah. And the air things would go go crazy. I'm curious if anyone in the chat room like participated in Twitter, because I mean there's so many random things. Like, would I love to see like there's so many things you could do with this idea. Like, could it be a Main Street USA musical, right? Like that's not an attraction, but it's more of like a feeling, right? Like Casey's, right? Like Casey's is a freaking like set piece, right? And a whole like random thing can happen inside of there, and then you're like going. I don't know, man. Maybe it's a Casey's musical. God, I love that place. Or so there's just such random things that you could. And Penguin Project just said, I still want my Reflections of Earth musical. I'm with you. That'd be tough to get a 2.5-hour show out of Penguin, but I'm there.
Where Jordan says, I laugh every time he says chat room. Talking to you, because she's talking to you.
That's dude. That's my AOL, man. I'm on dial-up, girl. Come on.
No. Angelina's on dial-up.
Angelina might be as a coaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lauren saying. Lauren loved the Honey Shrunk the Kids the playground. Did you ever go on that, the playground, the movie set adventure? I went down that slat a couple of times when I was probably too old to do so, but I went with my little sister, so that was my cover. What did you do? I
mean, honestly, man, if I walk in that, if I were to walk in there, man, I'm pretty sure like the cops are immediately coming. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if it was still there.
Yes. Oh, sure.
All right. Well, hey, let's take a quick break here. On the other side, we'll talk more about Broadway shows, talk maybe a little bit more about the ones that we pitched. We'll go to your ideas on Twitter, because there were a ton on Twitter, and I loved reading those. We'll tell you all about how you can become part of the first ever Cosmic Read Live post show, which starts in about 30 minutes or so. More to come right here on Cosmic Read Live.
It might be on the chat room.
Yeah, it might be on the chat room. On the Discord, right here. Coming up next on WDWNT Entertainment. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
Looking for the latest from Disney news on the go? Then download WDWNT, the app. From news to videos to park hours and more, WDWNT, the app, is your one-stop shop for the latest from the Disney world. Available on iPhone and Android. Just search for WDWNT in your device's app store.
Welcome back to Cosmic Read Live right here on WDWNT Entertainment. I'm Cosmic Chris Reid with Jeff and Angelina. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, please give the video a thumbs up. Just takes a second of your time and will mean a lot to us. You can also subscribe to the channel and then turn on all the notifications, because we have tons of shows all throughout the week. Live shows that you can interact with, like this one. Tomorrow is Deep in the Plus with Rob and Company, so stay tuned. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on WDWNT Entertainment. I know some people are looking for Spike the Bee. I'm not sure what happened to that, but it's gone. Yeah, Jordan muted. You caught me. I was muted for a half a second there. Hey, want to tell everyone? Yeah, I know. First time. This is the first time for everything. Hey, if you want, you can become a member of the WIGS, the WDWNT Interglobe Society, for as little as $2 a month. You get access to some great features, including special like merchandise and discounts, but also the post shows from WDWNT. And for the first time tonight, we're at WIGS members. Keep your fingers crossed. We're going to be doing this tonight, and everything's going to work out. We're going to jump over to the post show. That is at the $7 a month tier if you're a WIGS member. So I can see all the WIGS in the chat right now doing the WIGS roll call. Karen, Rob, Mandy, K-Jax, Horatio, Jordan, Shorn Force, Arm Bandito, David, Gaston, Rob, Penguin, Tom, Living the Dream, Shornforce, Alyssa, thank you so very much. Appreciate that, like always. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun here. We're going to jump on the post show in half hour and kind of see. We're just going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. I don't know.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see it.
You'll believe it when it works. So will I. But we're going to try that tonight. We'll see. Yeah, WIGS roll call. Thank you so very much. Cheyenne, good to see you in the chat also. Thanks so much. Archfox, good to see you. Archfox, cats say hello. Hey, good to see your cats. Well, don't actually see them. Thank you, there you go. Cosmic Reid After Dark in 30. I almost called it that when I made the logo today. I almost called it that, but didn't. All right, so we're talking Broadway shows. We're talking DinoLand USA, the musical. We're talking Captain EO, the Broadway production. We're talking Great Thunder Mountain Railroad, a musical spectacular. So, but we also welcome your ideas. I want to see your ideas in the chat for a show. There were some awesome ones on Twitter last week.
Yeah.
One, and I mean, I guess I should probably get this pulled up here, right? Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Well, I'm trying to find it. Jeff, you mentioned before the break, one Main Street USA. Someone last week, and I'll find the tweet in a second here. Someone mentioned about a show featuring the Dapper Dans and like kind of their backstory and like what Main Street means to them and like where did they come from. Now that is a brilliant idea. I love it.
So the greatest thing about you like putting these things out on Monday morning, and sometimes we talk about it beforehand, sometimes we don't, sometimes you just completely trick us, but you put that like that's what's interesting about like tonight and last week. I mean, you put that thing out there and it was like, I thought I had a good idea. And then it was just so many people had opinions. And that Dapper Dan's idea is like amazing. If that's not like at a minimum a Disney Plus show, like, come on. Like the backstory of the Dapper Dans.
Yeah, agreed. Totally. I mean, and like, just the set, I could just see like Main Street USA on the set. Man, they should pump in some of the scents and the smells into the audience just for a little extra effect.
Main Street, and then it's like very like, you know, like the pinstripes, you know what I mean? Like how they're all like different like colors. Like I just see like the lighting and like, you know, like each set is tinged for like, isn't there like a green one and a blue one? And like that's kind of like telling their stories until they like come together. Yeah. Am I totally making this up? Okay. I am.
No, that's I think that would be awesome. I would, people in the chat also saying, I'm saying in the chat, in the chat room.
In the chat room, Jordan.
There we go. Emma, hey, our good friend Emma here, who co-hosted a couple weeks back, says a Main Street USA musical could also be based on how Marceline was actually founded, but using the characters from Walt Disney World. I love that. Emma, maybe you could draw it for us because you can draw way better than me and Angelina. Hey, Angelina's got like a figment colored water bottle. It looks like there too. It matches the ears. It matches the dragon. So,
so she can.
Yeah, it's kind of like she can hear us. She can hear us. She can hear us.
I'm so confused. I am so
confused too. I don't know what's going on.
I can hear you guys, but it's just very choppy. And then I'm like looking on YouTube at the same time, and on YouTube, like it seems like I'm fine.
Oh,
but you guys like I can hear every other word. So I'm just here. I'm just sitting. I'm listening, and it's a great conversation. Y'all can just see by my emotions on my face.
Okay.
All right.
You can all see my face. Okay. Hey, you got a super chat. Hit it, Chris.
Yeah, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. 80s Epcot kid, $5. Hi guys. Jungle Cruise musical, amazing set, period music, special effects, and comedy. Yeah, let's talk about this. That could be a lot of fun, and I could picture it kind of in the style of like the Lion King, where some of the animals coming like down the aisles. Oh my gosh, the comedy in that one, it would be a brilliant musical. Right? Am I right?
Yes.
Jeff?
Yes. You're totally right. I'm sorry. My lights just were not flashing like they should have. I think that the Jungle Cruise is a foregone conclusion And I would almost be shocked if they don't bring that there, because I mean, like, the movie's coming out, they're retooling the attraction, you know what I mean? And I feel that has just a lot of legs right now, you know what I mean? And like everyone here, Jordan in the chat room, they enjoy the puns. So I feel like, you know, Jungle Cruise is ripe for, again, just like kind of like, you know, like, here's what I hate. I hate when people are like, oh, that cheesy Broadway song or that cheesy Broadway this, because like it's what sticks in your head, right? Like that's what stays with you. You know what I mean, man? Like, there's so many cheesy opportunities, air quotes, in the Jungle Cruise. So I think that's a great one.
Emma says, I would audition for the role of Alberta Falls in a heartbeat. Yeah, that would be like the attraction to be, is Alberta. Yeah, no kidding. I love that. World Showcase, the musical. Be cool. Lots of really cool music potential in that one. Splash Mountain, the musical. Interesting. Can you imagine if they actually had like the Briar Patch and at the end, the whole audience gets soaked?
You would definitely. It would definitely have to be. You'd have to be like Blue Man Group, and everyone in the first like three rows is just getting like destroyed.
You're getting soaked. I like this one. Where did it go? Penguin Project, Jungle Cruisical, the musical, which I love. Jungle Cruisical, the musical. Very, very, very cool. Love that one too. The musical.
Yes.
Audition for Skipper Dan. Yeah, Skipper Dan. Hey, I saw Weird Al maybe five years ago now, and he did Skipper Dan.
That does not surprise me.
I was that I saw him or that he did the song.
Yes. But when did you see Weird Al? Like in a concert?
Yeah, like when concerts were they were this big thing that people used to fill a stadium and stand beside each other and cheer on and applaud this somebody and this person.
I do not know what you speak.
It's a thing of the past. But he did Skipper Dan, and it's like, you know, everyone knows all the other songs he does, and this one came on, and the crowd was like appreciative, but it was more like, "We love you, Al," and that's it. It is just like they were more quiet, but I was like loving it. Who's it? Yeah, Penguin Project. I would die. Yeah, no kidding. And he comes out,
dude,
and he's got no hat on, and he's wearing a full. He's just got because he does all the crazy costume changes, right? This is a total side story.
Yeah.
But it's entertainment. it's and he's an entertainer, and he has this black curtain robe kind of like wrapped around his body, so you only see his head sticking out, and he's right at the microphone, and right at the part where it goes on the tour guide for the Jungle Cruise ride. He takes off the robe and he's wearing the authentic cast member outfit that he has, and he puts on his Jungle Cruise hat and he stays there the whole time. And the video is playing in the background. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Hey, Angelina and I were probably at the same show.
I cannot believe how many people have seen freaking Weird Al in the chat room. I can't believe it. I mean, like, I had like a special place in my heart for Weird Al, and now this really is going off the rails. Back to Thunder Mountain, the musical. But I mean, you know, my half Polish heritage, he would do those polkas, man. And like, it was the greatest thing in the world, because I would like play them for my grandparents, and they were like, this is actually like really good. And I'm like, he's totally making fun of stuff, but whatever.
Yes. Well, and
look, Alyssa goes, Jeff tells side stories all the time, so it's totally fine. So yeah, Weird Al.
Thank you, Alyssa. I appreciate that. Hey, a point of interest: Skipper Dan was recently added to WDWNT, the radio station for WDW News Today. Disney Park music all around the clock, including that track. Also, I added that in there. You might not hear it often, but you will hear it there, and it's free to listen to. You can also listen on the WDWNT the app. What did she say? Weird Al is
Angelina's. Can I be Angelina's voice, Kajak? No comments.
Do it.
Angelina goes, Weird Al is writing the music for DinoLand the musical. Well, there you go. So we have a winner.
Love it.
So Weird Al is going to be writing the music for Angelina's musical. So
that's okay. I like that. I also I don't know. The only cast member I had in mind for mine was you get either like male, female, doesn't matter. One of those Michael Jackson impersonators, the ones that play like big arenas that are like really like the primo impersonators, and you get them to do the show. Because you have to. They're amazing. They're amazing. Did you have any cast in mind? Who would play the goat?
Well, I mean, so the best part about all of this is I can't decide now if the goat should be played like one of those like Lion King puppets, or if like it should be like an animatronic goat, just as like an homage to the whole like Magic Kingdom thing. But I mean, I think the goat is going to be a big thing. I think that I think that when you see and when you start singing the song Off the Rails that is yet to be written. Oh my God, he's very upset. He's like, why am I not part of the goat? You know, Off the Rails is going to be the big showstopper. Just so you know.
So. Yeah, I like it. Off the Rails. I love it. And Angelina, if you can hear us, did you have? So you got Weird Al's part of it. Any other like cast involved with this one? But I do love Weird Al.
I think that Weird Al is going to be writing the music for Chester and Hester and their family and the people in there. And then Lin-Manuel Miranda is going to be writing raps for the young students. So we're going to have those two. Casting, I don't know. I mean, Dr. Seeker's got to be like somebody, I don't know, somebody big.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm wondering if the chat would have some good recommendations for Dr. Seeker because he's a big part in the show.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I can see him being like the first guy you see, like before the curtains open and he comes out and he does like a little spiel. And then like, you know, like DinoLand the musical. And then the curtains open on this huge set. The sets would be pretty cool like for that as well. Would you have like a Carnotaurus? Would you have any of the like the attractions there also? Or inspired stuff for the sets?
Okay, so originally the idea that Chester and Hester were creating, because originally Primeval Whirl is actually supposed to be like in the real story, Primeval Whirl is a carnival version of the dinosaur ride. That's like supposed to be the theme of it. So I think that there definitely needs to be real doors at some point. I think it might be in a fever dream, but but I'm not sure. And I think we're gonna do puppets too. Like let's throw Jim in there, sure.
Yes. Yep. Well, this is like for the where is this? So there's for sets for mine. I put like futuristic, shiny, high levels, like lots of different levels, and a room of trash cans. And there would be like one of the songs that has like a whole bunch of people like dressed up in trash cans, like super goofy, right? And wait, did you say Tubbs?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm trying to figure out the name.
Don't worry,
that's fine.
Talking out loud. You have a squeaky chair there? You have a squeaky chair?
Yeah. Let me mute this.
At the end of my musical, I wrote down Run DMC would come out for an epic collaboration with Michael Jackson. Oh no, that's last week's. That's last week's. My bad. That's last week's. That's last week's where he comes out with the Aerosmith impersonators. What?
I like the way you're crossing it. I like the way you're crossing things over from last week and this week.
No kidding. So, okay, I got some on Twitter here, and I do want to read some of these. So this was for this week and last week. Shornforce said on Twitter, I'd expand Muppets presents great moments in American history, add musical numbers and more moments alongside some guest stars, and you've got an awesome live Muppet show on Broadway. I think it would be performed akin to Avenue Q with puppeteers in view alongside actors. So another one for puppets. But Horatio, I love that squeaky chair guy. Yeah, I miss Jason. He's around. He's definitely around.
Man,
he's around.
Jason does not care about us anymore, Horatio. Just so you know.
No, he helped us out a lot tonight, and he's definitely gonna be around when we try to activate the post show in like 10 minutes or something like that. Let's see. Spaceship Earth, the musical. This is from Brian on Twitter, said Hugh Jackman, Josh Gad, and go through history Bill and Ted style and sing period songs about what they are witnessing. Lin-Manuel Miranda would break the music. He's busy guy with all of our musicals there. Jason Diffendahl, the musical. Jason post show. That's my.
Oh my God. I definitely want Jason. All right. I take everything back. Jason, the musical, is definitely our musical.
Well, give him a cameo in yours for sure. I could see that.
Absolutely. Without question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Castaway RJ, he's in the chat. There he is in the chat. Talking about Spaceship Earth. He said, I would turn Soren into a Broadway production. It would basically look like you see it now, minus the theaters. I would cast Tom as the chief flight attendant, and I would cast the rest of WDW News Today staff as passengers on the hangar glider. That sounds like something that could actually happen. By theaters, I mean theaters in the Soren show building. Yeah, for sure. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Let's see. Amy, Little Mermaid, Pirates, Snow White, Frozen, don't have a ride yet. Tiana, yeah, okay. So like a Princess and the Frog one, okay. I mean, she's getting her attraction eventually. Let's see here. Not.
Okay, Angelina just goes, Jason, because she can't speak. Jason is going to be played by Nathan Lane in our musical. See, now that's really funny, Angelina. That's a good casting.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Good casting.
I'm wondering who Tom would be played by. I'm still trying to think about it. I don't know.
I mean,
she's back.
That's a big.
Who would Tom be played by? Okay.
I don't. Tom did a great Dr. Seeker. If you remember that when they did the Dinorama bash on News Tonight, I remember that. His Penguin Project here on Twitter said, from a musical theater perspective, the easiest would be something that already has a backstory. My choice would be Reflections of Earth, as they were mentioning in the chat. But I'm just going to go with Tony's, just for the meme. Just imagine Tony's Town Square, the musical, starring someone like Gavin Creel. And somebody replied saying, starring Tom Corliss. I think that would have to start Tom, to be honest. Jeff said,
Archfox goes, Tom is more of a Jason Alexander. I am with you. Jason Alexander or a Josh Gad. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I like this. I like where this is going. Let's see. Let's see what else do people say in the chat. Tim Curry. Yeah, Tim Curry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's so many attractions that you could even take it over to like. Can you imagine like a Toontown musical, like just something based on the wacky world that is Toontown? Something from, you know what I mean? Like I'm talking Roger Rabbit, but everything. Yeah.
I like where you're going from. If we can brainstorm here, like I think that would be amazing. So like again, in Disneyland, there's more of like that focus on the whole Toontown thing, and then there's that Roger Rabbit attraction.
Yeah.
There's definitely something there. Like if they want to keep that like franchise alive, like Toons, there's so much you can do there. And now with like this technology, like I know, did Angelina watch it recently and like didn't love it? I mean, like Roger. The technology is like Roger. Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry. What am I saying? Tom Corliss, Toontown. Anyways, but like the way they did what they did back then, you know what I mean? Like now, like technology has come so much further. So to be able to actually do that on stage could be amazing. Actually, it'd be a fun way to kind of like breathe some life into it.
Some of the most colorful sets you would ever see. Anything Roger is good with me. Chief in the chat there. Florida Toontown's a pile of rubble. Yes, it is now.
Yes.
It is now.
It is, yes.
Rob, my pal Corliss, the musical. There you go. Let's see. Toontown acapella. Yeah, it could be an acapella. Yeah, I mean, why not? Let's see what else is being said in the chat here. Tim Curry could do much of anything these days with his health. Oh, I didn't know he was he's not doing well with his health. Socially distancing Nemo, the musical, like that idea too. Pal Corliss. Oh yeah, Pal Corliss. Yes. Yeah, you know what? I mean, there are so many attractions that you can turn into Broadway musical is. It was really, it was hard to think of these, like it, you know, like, but then once you start rolling with an idea and then you start writing down like pages of stuff here, you really get these ideas and you can picture it in your mind, you know, and that's the beauty of Disney is that when you enter the Magic Kingdom, you essentially forget about everything else that's going on in the world. And the only thing that matters is what's there. You know, and the what attraction you're going on. That's your biggest worry is where you're going to go in the theme park. Your cares are outside the place. Your worries are gone. You're in a place where the atmosphere is different. The vibe is different. You feel safer. People are friendlier. Like, and I think Disney and Broadway and just musicals in general have that same kind of vibe together, right? Like, when you see a musical, you're in this place where everyone wants to be seeing a show with people that love doing it for you. So you get that seeing a live production, especially with music, is like Disney in a way that it's comfort food. It's an escape. Even if you're just there for 2 hours, in that 2 hours, it's the only thing that matters. And at intermission, you're talking about what just happened. And at the end of the show, you're all the way home, you're talking about it, just like you do on a plane or a car out of Disney. So there's a lot of similarities.
I miss it so much. And what I love about the fact that Disney actually started doing the Broadway thing and why, you know, we're doing some of this tongue in cheek. And I don't think there's really going to be a Thunder Mountain musical, even though there probably should be, with Tubbs the Goat as the star. It's what it does is it takes Disney to maybe some smaller towns that can't afford to get their whole family there, and it like at least like starts to spread the magic. I think we need some of that more than ever now. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing that like Florida is open for business, but like a lot of other places are not. So I mean, we got to like spread some of that back around. And you know, I cannot wait to see. I've seen Beauty and the Beast on Broadway probably like 18 times. I can't wait to see it a 19th time. You know what I mean? Like just to be there. You know what I mean? And yes, like you just said, it's 2 hours. You just shut your damn phone off. Like everybody, shut your damn phone off every once in a while, and just like kind of escape to that. And they bring that to your town. Or again, like if you're talking about actually like being on Broadway, you better not have your phone on, because I mean they do it like nobody's business. And finally they're going to open in September, and I can assure you I will be there in September to see something, anything. For God's sakes. Probably Phantom is for like the 38th time. I've seen that a lot. Well, I've seen Phantom of the Opera a lot of times.
Penguin says the Magic Carpets of Aladdin the musical still makes more sense than SpongeBob the musical. The Randy Newman story starring Tom Corliss. He's going to be a busy guy. He's already a busy guy. He's going to be a busier guy doing all these musical. Club 33, a cabaret, says Rob. Club 33, a cabaret. Can you imagine though? It's only members from Club 33 that can go watch it. So they could totally socially distance that thing really easily. There's only like 6 people in the crowd. Spike the Bee the musical. I knew that was going to happen at some point. Peter Pan the musical, Gaston 67. Yeah, you know what? And there is a Peter Pan the musical, right? With the company I'm involved with did that 10 years ago, or a little bit more than 10 years ago, and it was great. Nice to see lots of flies. Oh my gosh, they were. Don't know how they didn't get like tangled and all that, but it was really, really cool to see. Lion King Broadway show and Aladdin and Sister Act, says Lauren. Yeah, Sister Act was a good one too. I had brief, what do you call it? Like a walk-on role as the Pope in Sister Act once, which was crazy fun. Crazy fun. Chapek the musical. Ooh, I don't know who would pay to see that. Let's see. Superstar Limo the musical, and now it's all coming out. Here we go. Few minutes left in the show. Hey, if there's any more ideas on this, I want to invite you to send an email, chris@wdwnt.com, anytime throughout the week. Let me know, and we'll talk about it in our Team Cosmic segment. Last week, I just realized I didn't play the intro this week. Also, be sure to check out carouselofproducts.com. There's new stuff popping up there all the time. I think there's still some left of this very shirt here. Cast members are the magic. You can go to carouselofproducts.com. You can also get Cosmic Reid stickers on that and all the other shows also. So let's talk a little bit. Yeah, what's up?
I just have to say, I mean, Emma actually even just said, like, Tower of Terror, the musical, whether it's a musical or whatever. I mean, there's just so much stuff there. Like, I actually was trying, like, why I did Thunder Mountain just because I thought it was like a little bit funny. But I mean, like, you got to be kidding me, man. I mean, like, we didn't talk about, like, you or I. Like, I thought for sure you or I was going to do Haunted Mansion, which is why I didn't do it. So, but I mean, like, Haunted Mansion is, family opera. Like, I love that. Like, to be able to combine the two. But I mean, Tower of Terror. Like, there's so much like creepy mythology, and even like you could do a Space Mountain or like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much. Like, you could do so much of that. That is outside the Disney realm, but you could like Disneyfy it. So
could you imagine this? I'm just thinking about this for the first time now. I just had this thought come into my mind. What about a Haunted Mansion musical, but the theater is like raised up and as the seats are raised up as they usually are, the stage is down, but it's a little bit different. And the entire show is done with that like Pepper's ghost effect. So all the actors actually look like, so to like rehearse for this, they have to like rehearse in like kind of backwards or whatever. You know what I mean? In reverse.
Because it's the mirrors.
Yes. But I think with the technology, and they could probably perfect it so you could see their faces a little bit better, but still see that they're transparent. A whole musical like that. That is how you do the.
And Emma even just said, "Oh my God, the theater could stretch." It totally could. Yes. And I mean, imagine that technology now. If like that attraction still like blows me away every time I go on. Like, I ride Haunted Mansion 3 times in a row. Like, it annoys everyone that I'm with. I'm like, go do something else. I'm gonna do it one more time. And it's just because there's so much stuff. And like, imagine if you could take that into like a now situation, like with new technology, you know what I mean? And like what you could do to like make it special for Broadway.
It would be really cool to also see that done in theater in the round, where it's like the circle and if you had a stretching of the room, I think that would be super cool. But also I'd love to see some holograms in the like, the walkways in the audience too. Like, there's so much that you could do with the technology.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one. I think we got to revisit this one sometime down the road. But for now, let's talk a little bit about next week's show before we get out of here and try to start up the post show. Next week, what's your ideal first day at Walt Disney World? Not what do you do, but what is your ideal first day at Walt Disney World? Think about that one. Let us know. We'll be back once again next week at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on WDW News Today. Hey, I want to thank everyone in the chat for joining us. Appreciate that. Hey, Emily, Penguin, Shornforce, Alyssa, Kajak, Horatio, Cheyenne, thank you so much. Matt, thank you for tuning in and chatting with us. Appreciate that. Emma, as always, Shornforce, great to see you. Guys, anything else you want to say? We're going to try to get this post show going in a minute here. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
So
for once, Jeff is quiet.
Bourbon. Yeah, no, I was like,
He's getting his bourbon. Of course he is. All right. So people with the WIGS, you guys know what to do. Give us a minute to try to make it over there. We'll try to make this thing happen. If you aren't a WIGS member and want to become one, you can do that at patreon.com/WDWNT for as little as $2 a month. But at the $7 a month tier, you get access to all the post-show stuff. Next week, talking about your ideal first day at Walt Disney World. Your ideal first day.
There's Wally in the post-show.
All right. We'll try to make that happen right away for our WIGS members. For everyone else, thank you so much, Team Cosmic. We appreciate having you with us. Talk to you next Monday once again at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on WDWNT Entertainment. And if you haven't done so yet, please like the video. Remember, do what makes you happy.